Welcome everybody. Today's video finds us over here in kind of a windy Hua Hin. We're right here on one of probably the top 10 beaches in all of Thailand. It's very popular for the Thais and for the tourists alike. It's probably like a 7-kilometer stretch of this beigey white colored sand, and it's right here about 4.5 hours or so south of Bangkok. Easy to get to. You can take the train, you can take buses, you can fly into the airport here. And anyway, everybody comes over here to see this beach. Anyway, let's walk through here a little bit today, and I'll try to break out the drone if the wind isn't too strong. And let's take a look at this beautiful beach. So that beach just keeps going that way. I'm not going to walk into the wind. That is the southern part, the Aotakiam, the Chopstick Mountain. And they got jet skis, they got the windsurfers. Hotels are all along here. And then we'll walk towards the north. We'll walk with the wind so we don't get so much wind noise. But you can see the tide is out. It's starting to come in a little bit. So this here will be covered up in probably 2 hours. And whenever it's high tide, the high tide gets almost all the way up to the seawall. Sometimes it is hitting the seawall. And we can see some hotels up here. Got all the palms and everything. There's swimming pools, the whole thing. Just a really nice stretch of beach. Now it's rainy season, so there's actually, I was kind of surprised that there's not any more tourists than there are on the beach, which is okay. I don't mind getting out here and just kind of walking along by myself. But whenever it's high season, this will just get jammed up with people. You can see the little ghost crabs are doing their thing. Now this is a gentle slope, so if you're here with kids, you don't have to worry too much about it if they go jumping in the water. Now when you get over towards the north part, and that's where we'll walk towards, there are some big rocks which gives it its name. Hua Hin means, I think, like stone head or something like that in Thai. But you can see the water. It's a little murky here. If you go to the beaches in the south, the water will be a little bit clearer. And it's not just crystal smooth, like super smooth. It is a little choppy just because of all the wind that's blowing. And there's always kind of a little bit of wind blowing in off of the Gulf here. But the water temperature is just absolutely perfect. No complaints about that. You can see we got jet skis over here, and they're renting them from down over here. I have no idea about the price of them. I never rent the jet skis. I'm worried about crashing it and have to pay a bunch of money. Plus there's jet ski scams and everything else. Now you got horseback. You can do the horse rides. The Thais love it. They come over here and they ride the horses and do their picture taking and everything else. But really nice to just come over here and swim or beach walk, whatever you want to do. Somebody left a little starfish. I don't think that's natural. Looks like they got a couple customers that are gonna mount up and go. Now, in addition to hotels, there's also quite a few like private houses and stuff along here. These are Cape Nerdura Hotel. And then over here, these are private residencies behind this white fence. No idea how much they go for, or if you can do them on Airbnb or whatever. I'm sure there's probably something that you could check out if you wanted to stay there. Now, when I come to Hua Hin, I always stay over in the old town, kind of by the train station. You can ride the train down here for 44 baht from Bangkok. if you do the ordinary, up to 300 and something if you do the express. And a bus, like the mini bus or whatever, is like 200 baht. You can go from Ekamai, which is kind of down by Sukhumvit, or you can go from the Mochit, which is about the same price. Just depends on where you're at in Bangkok and how you want to get down here. But I've been to this beach probably at least 100 times. It's always nice to come down. You can see with low tide you have so much beach. You'll see the kids out here digging the holes. Everybody sun and doing all this stuff. Looks like the wind's gonna blow in a storm here. It's all right. Into everyone's life, a little rain must fall. Here goes the guy with the horseback. Now, Hua Hin has its origins back in the 1800s. I guess there was a drought in Phetchaburi, which is to the north of here, and all the people that were there were forced to move. They came down here onto the Gulf, and they set up the little town. But it really started gaining popularity after 1903 when they built a railroad line down from Bangkok to here. So it kind of opened all this up so everybody could get on the train and come down here to Hua Hin. And then in 1916 they extended the railroad line all the way to Malaysia, and that really was a boom for the local economy here. Now it's just a huge tourist town. There's quite a bit of stuff here in Hua Hin, and there's a lot more to do than just come to the beach. I mean, you come here to Hua Hin, you obviously got to come to the beach, but there's night markets, there's temples, there's all kinds of stuff to do here. There's water parks and whatever you want to do. But most people come here, they hang out on the beach, they go to the night market, they eat some food, and they kind of just relax. So over here, this is the standard. Let's go up there and let's look out here and see what it looks like. You can see they got seating and stuff right here, so you can sit here and enjoy the beach view. And they got a little bar and more beach chairs over here. Yeah, quite a nice view from up here. And then over here, a little restaurant. This would be a nice place to stay. I've never stayed here. Another little bar there. No idea about the price. Probably 3,000 baht a night or so is kind of my guess. But low season right now, probably a little cheaper. All right, let's keep walking down the beach. This guy here, he's been riding all over the place on this horse. And we got another La Costa bar. Up here, we got the sun chairs. I don't mind sun chairs like this, but a lot of times with the Thai beaches, they just get completely out of control where the whole beach is just these chairs. You can see here, here's their little infinity pool thing and the rim tale. In the mornings you come down here, the monks will actually be walking on the beach. They'll go along here doing their morning alms donations. This is one of my favorite places to come in the morning and do like a nice beach walk. In the morning you get out here, stretch your legs. So they're setting up the banana boat. They're going to yank it along behind that boat there. They can have a little bit of fun. So they'll do a few circles and tip them over so they'll get wet. Do a little bit of screaming and hollering. So the beach does get a little rocky when you start getting over to the north part here. Most of it is just pure sand, but it does around these rocks. You can see them up ahead here. Gets to be a little bit coarser sand with a lot more of the rock in it. And they're way out there now. Some gals out here doing their Instagram photo shoot. And then you got all kinds of people taking pictures on the rocks also. And then right up there, there's the Hilton. It's a really, really nice place to stay. I've stayed there before. 2019, we stayed there with my family. It's quite nice. All right, so this is where the name comes from. The rock head, the Hua Hin. You can see the sand quality here is not as good as the other parts of it. And if you keep going north of here, you can go, there's a couple other beaches, and you eventually run into Cha Am, which is more of a Thai beach. You see a lot more of the locals go to the Cha Am. Prices are a little cheaper there, but the beach isn't quite as nice as here. They come down and they have seafood on the beach and stuff like that and enjoy their free time. Another hotel there, the Coast. Plenty of horses to ride along. And you can see all the photo shoots going on here on the rocks. So these people will go home and they'll say, "Oh, did you enjoy Hua Hin?" It's like, "What did you do?" "Oh, we just took pictures all day just like this." But they were on the beach at least. Yeah, so all this will be covered up whenever it gets to be high tide. And she's riding along. She's loving it. That's funny. Oh, and I got her friend with the camera so she can take pictures. Oh, we got a whole group of them coming. It's a stampede. Yeah, so they're all out here posing for pictures by the rocks. All right, let's keep on going down. You got some kids and stuff. Now down at this part of the beach, if you keep going, there's a Chinese temple up there. And that kind of separates Hua Hin Beach from the next little beach, but they've got it so built up around the old town that the beach is covered up with businesses and stuff like that. I was actually seeing some plans where they're planning on eventually using like eminent domain, if I could even talk, eminent domain, and closing all those businesses down and then putting like a beach walk and stuff like that. But I haven't seen any more other than just some artist rendering of the beach, which would be nice for the tourists, but it would suck for the charm of the old town. You got all these, like this pier, you got old wooden seafood restaurants that have been there for 50, 60 years. There we go. We got a lot more of the horses. And this is like the little walking street right over here that brings you down from town. So there'll be souvenirs, stuff like that that they sell up here. It's like they're doing the hair braids. And then this is what I don't like. I don't like seeing all of these beach chairs and stuff like that. It just takes over the whole beach. But it is what it is. This is what you run into on a lot of these Thai beaches. They got to make a living, but it does kind of make it to where you can't enjoy the beach. But for the people that come down here and sit and eat dinner and everything like that, well, that's their vacation. So this is the little walking street that brings you down. And we'll pass it up. We'll go, let's walk down here by the Hilton and see about that Chinese shrine. Yeah, over here it's a lot rockier with a lot more of the mud. And then you got the beach chairs here. So you can buy some food, they'll bring you right down there. This guy's packing around roti sai mai, which is the Thai version of the cotton candy. So they got their menus out here. You can order drinks and food. They bring it right to you. On a hot day, the little umbrellas are nice. It's getting cloudy, so you don't really need them today. And we're past all the little restaurants here. So we can see some more of the rock. And this is right here in front of the Hilton. Somebody's way up there. That's a nice view, I bet. And then you can see this is the old town over here. They got the old fishing pier. And then the Chinese shrine's right up here on the hill. We'll go take a look at that. That'll be the last part of the beach that we look at. This is kind of a small little bay, kind of nice here. Got some families out there swimming with the kids. And some more horsebacks riding. And then the little shrine. You see these little shrines and stuff all over Thailand. Where there's fishermen, they'll come and they'll set up a little shrine and they come here and make offerings before they go out on the ocean for good luck. And if they have a big catch, they come here and leave a little donation. This is the Hilton. And these guys just waiting for people to come out of the hotel to ride the horses. All right, let's go up here and look at this little shrine right quick. That's the view from up here, looking down on the beach. And then over this way, this is the old town. So what I was saying is they plan on eventually knocking these piers down and all these houses and stuff like that and doing a little beach walk. And then that way, keep going, that goes over to Cha Am. So you can see the fishing boats over here and people parking, all that here at the shrine. They got the place for the firecrackers. And then they'll have their little deities in here. You can see the dragons and the Chinese writing. They have it in Thai also. And you can see their little figures inside of there. And the feathers and flowers and the Chinese lanterns and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's just right here on the hill overlooking the beach. You can come over here. It's free to come in and just look around. Now, some of these temples, they'll take the little deity out of here and they'll take it out like certain ceremonies. They'll put them in like little boats and take them out on the water and stuff like that. I've read about that and seen pictures of it down in the south. All right, so we got to see this. Kind of an interesting little thing. And this is the old town over here. They got their fishing boats and their little restaurants and stuff like that. That'll finish up our video over here at Hua Hin Beach. We got to see a little bit of it. It's so long, it's 7 kilometers long, so we just saw kind of the northern part. I walked you up here to this little Chinese shrine. It's kind of interesting. The rest of it's just beach and you see just hotels and stuff like that. It's all kind of the same sand and sea. Down at this end, it has a little bit of a variety with the big rocks and stuff like that. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. This is what I do. I show you things that interest me. And today, coming over here to the beach interests me. So if you enjoyed this, and stick around, subscribe, and then you're notified when I post a new video. And if you have any questions or comments, or if you've been here, you can tell me what you think about this beach. It's one of the top 10. I mean, it's really popular. It's definitely not the most beautiful beach, but it is nice enough. You can come here and have a good time if you come here and stay on it. And if you liked it, smash like. And until next time, remember, life is a journey. Until next time, enjoy.